this is Kelly Pavlik, and check out Jay Calderon Boxing Talk.
What's up, y'all? It's Jay Calderon, Staying Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's Boxing Talk. This Saturday, April 29th, it's the big showdown in the heavyweight division when IBF heavyweight champion, undefeated Anthony Joshua takes on the former heavyweight kingpin, Wladimir Klitschko. This is perhaps the biggest fight in UK history, with over 90,000 fans in attendance at Wimbledon Stadium in London, England. And I have to tell you, I'm very intrigued about this fight. It's perhaps the biggest fight that we've seen in the last 6 years. I believe when Wladimir Klitschko fought David Haye in front of a large crowd in Germany. But I think that this fight right here is definitely going to show where Anthony Joshua lies, because a lot of questions are going to be answered in this fight. People feel that Wladimir Klitschko, at the age of 41 years old, is already past his prime. And they could be possibly right about that. But Klitschko is still a dangerous fighter. This guy is a big heavyweight with a very good jab. And he always comes in very peak form condition. He's a strong heavyweight with a very big punching power.
Two big right hands from Klitschko in the center of the ring. Hard right hand by Klitschko. Another left hook. Another right hand. A left hook. Klitschko thinks he might be able to finish him. Boom!
He's going to test the chin of Anthony Joshua. Joshua has never been really tested against a serious puncher. We saw in a previous fight that he was shooken up against Dillian Whyte, but Wladimir Klitschko is no Dillian Whyte. Wladimir Klitschko is a much harder puncher. And with that right hand, if he's able to land that big shot, we're going to see if Joshua's chin could hold up. We don't know that. That question has not been answered yet, and we're going to find that out soon. The way I see this fight, Joshua is the quicker fighter with the faster hand speed. He's very athletic. He moves in the ring. He has a very nice jab. He's going to have to get on the inside in order to get his hands going and not hesitate against a guy like Klitschko. Klitschko, every time you get on the inside, he loves to grab and hold. I mean, that is his best defense right there, is the jab and then the grab and hold style. It's a very boring style, but it's been very effective for him for more than a decade. This man has dominated the heavyweight division. He is the most boring heavyweight, but I gotta tell you, Wladimir Klitschko will go down as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He's right there with Larry Holmes, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, all the great heavyweights because of his accomplishments. Not the most exciting fighter, very effective fighter, very dominant fighter for all those years. So you got to expect him to have a chance in this fight. He's going to be the slower guy in there, but he's a guy that's going to tie you up, and he's going to work you with that powerful jab, and he's going to try to set up the big right hand. And if he's able to land and hurt Joshua, Joshua's going to be in big trouble. So we have to see how he's going to be able to take the power. Joshua has to have a very good game plan and not be hesitant. When you see him in the first 2 rounds, we're going to really see how this fight is going to play out. Is he going to be cautious in this fight? Is he going to be leery of that big right hand? Or is he going to go right after Klitschko? Guys that have had success early in Klitschko's career went right after him and knocked him out in the first 5 rounds. That's what Anthony Joshua is going to have to do. We know within the first 4 rounds, he's very dangerous. He's explosive with his punching power, and he puts his guys away very easily.
Do you believe that you can, on April the 29th, knock out Wladimir Klitschko and move up in levels and cement your place as a real heavyweight champion?
Anthony Joshua does it again, defending his IBF heavyweight title.
This is a fight that can change from champion to legend overnight. Right now I'm IBF heavyweight champion of the world. Now it's about beating the right people, but it's not doing it once. It's doing it over and over again.
18 out of 18, all by knockout.
Klitschko is not going to go and lay down for this fight just that easy. If he does, then you're going to see a lot of people talking about Anthony Joshua as the new Mike Tyson, because he is expected to be the one to resurrect the heavyweight division. Guys like Tyson Fury, who keeps on going back and forth, he was just a guy that made the heavyweight division more fun because of his comical personality. He was able to draw a lot of interest into the division and back it up with some of his fights, especially with the Klitschko fight, where he was victorious in a very, very uneventful heavyweight matchup. Perhaps the most uneventful matchup in the history of boxing. But nevertheless, Fury is no longer in boxing. He doesn't have a license. He's not training. He weighs over 300 pounds, and he has a lot of issues that he has to take care of before he can even step back into the ring for contention and fight for the heavyweight title again. So we're not even going to talk about Tyson Fury anymore. We're going to focus on this fight right here with Anthony Joshua and Wladimir Klitschko, because I see that if Joshua could become victorious in this fight, there's a lot of big fight opportunities out there for him. This is his moment. This is his chance to really prove himself as not just a hype job, but as a guy that's a serious player in the heavyweight division.
I'm sure there is an easier route to win a world title. There's other champions, there's other belts, there's other ways you could have gone, but you seem to have chosen the freshest, hardest hitting, most dangerous heavyweight in Anthony Joshua. So a lot of people will be saying to you, why?
Do you feel that this could be too much too soon?
How certain are you that you have enough left to beat Mr. Joshua?
Is this the biggest heavyweight title fight since Lewis Tyson?
90,000 people watching the biggest star in world boxing in Anthony Joshua against the heavyweight legend in Wladimir Klitschko. Is it too early? We'll see.
My predictions in this fight, Anthony Joshua will win a split decision or a majority decision victory in his hometown of London, England, and get past Wladimir Klitschko in this fight. And if he does so, the big fight that everyone is going to be calling out for is against American heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. That's the fight that really the fans want to see, is between Joshua and Wilder. Two explosive young fighters that are undefeated, unifying the titles to really put it on the line, and someone is going to get knocked out, guaranteed in that fight. It's not going to go 12 rounds. Somebody's going to get knocked out, and we would love to see that fight. I know a lot of people talk about Luis Ortiz. I'm a big fan of King Kong, but King Kong has to get into the ring and fight somebody with a pulse right now, because he hasn't fought anybody since he beat Jennings. And I know that King Kong is the mandatory for Anthony Joshua, but you know, stranger things have happened. We've seen mandatories wait over 2 years to get their title shot. You know, King Kong is very dangerous, but he's not a big money fight. He's not a fight that people will really attract to see. I think people would rather see Wilder versus Joshua than King Kong versus Joshua. But those are two fights that I would definitely love to see either one of those fights happen for Anthony Joshua in the near future. A lot of good heavyweights out there, and Anthony Joshua looks to be the excitement that boxing fans have been waiting for, with pure knockouts. You know, we haven't had that excitement since Mike Tyson. Is Anthony Joshua the young explosive talent that we hope that he could be to bring that excitement back into the heavyweight division? I say he is. The fight has to play out first, and we're gonna see this Saturday. So tune in to Showtime and also HBO. Both networks are gonna be telecasting this fight. First is gonna be on Showtime early during the day. I think it's around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the live fight with Showtime, and then the rebroadcast will be around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on HBO. I hope it's a very good matchup and not a boring fight, because we know Klitschko likes to turn it into a boring fight. If he regains the heavyweight title, what happens now? We're back to square one with Wladimir Klitschko at the top of the throne. But that's my final analysis on the fight that's gonna take place this weekend. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. Hit that little red subscribe button. Put your email information in so you get all my notifications once I drop a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter at J. Calderon Boxing, and join the Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching, and please subscribe.